KARN News time is 8:12. Bob Steele, Gina Martin with you on First News, and joining us on the live line from the State Democratic Party, Candace Martin, her reaction to last night's speech by former President Bill Clinton, former Governor Bill Clinton. I guess once a president, always a president. President Bill Clinton made a little history last night because he officially nominated a sitting president, and that's the first time in history that a former president has nominated a sitting president. Good morning to you, Candace.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Well, we were sitting around here talking about Bill Clinton's speech last night, and I covered Bill Clinton for 12 years when I was a reporter. I think it's the best speech I've ever seen him give.
You know, and that's what everyone here was saying as well. From every single delegation to all of the national folks that are covering this event, everyone just said that they were so impressed and thought that President Clinton's message really delivered what everyone needed to hear. That important message of, you know, what he did whenever he held the presidency. You know, he got our economy going and he balanced our budget. And then how whenever President Bush came in here and he took all of that away, and now we're rebuilding back from that process. We have a long way to go. But in order to continue those types of policies, you know, President Clinton delivered a strong message of how we needed to stay on track to rebuild this economy and to get our budget in order. And to do that, he nominated President Obama.
One of the things that I thought he was pretty masterful at is he talked about how he had cooperated with Republicans to get things done when he was president, and then proceeded to really lambaste the Republicans of today in a very masterful way. So he complimented Republicans on the one hand, saying that in his foundation he had Republicans, in his administration he had Republicans, that he worked well with Republicans, and then he went piece by piece to tear down Republicans in the same speech. It was pretty amazing to watch.
Absolutely. You know, I think everyone continues to see a further divide in our Congress, and you know, a Republican-led Congress that seems to just want to say no to everything. Well, you know, it's time to put that partisan bitterness behind us. People need us to come together and to work together, and absolutely, President Clinton delivered that message of how we need to do that for what's in the best interest of our people, so that we continue moving forward and not turn our country back.
Candace, it seems that President Barack Obama has sort of really given up on the state of Arkansas. He is behind in all of the polls. It does not show that Arkansans are going to vote for him, as they did not last time around when this state went for John McCain. What are your thoughts in terms of the way that the president is viewing the state of Arkansas, and is it in fact he just is giving up on us?
You know, the president and his campaign have a very deliberative plan regarding the South. Obviously, you know, we're here in North Carolina, and that is a true testament to that Southern strategy that they're working on. And you know, in the state of Arkansas, and in every state in the country, the president has opened up a statewide office, which shows that he has a commitment not just to one state, but to all 50 states, to show that he really wants to concentrate on each one of us in order to move us forward.
This is going to be a weird question, I guess, Candace, but Bill Clinton was so good last night, and he has been very popular among independent voters, women, others. He was so good that he, in the view of some, may have damaged Barack Obama, because Barack Obama now has to live up to the same kind of a speech that Bill Clinton put on last night. What do you say to folks who have that reasoning?
Sure. Well, you know, President Obama is an incredibly dynamic and gifted speaker. In addition to doing the actual work and carrying out an agenda and putting forth policies that will get our economy back on track. And that is what's going to drive his message tonight. That's what he's going to be talking about, you know, making sure that we're getting our economy back on track by helping businesses succeed, and giving them the tools that they need to grow, not only for larger industries to attract economic development, but also to grow our small businesses as well. And that's the message that he's going to relay tonight. And I'm confident going in tonight, there's a lot of excitement about what the president will share at the arena tonight.
According to President Clinton, none of the presidents who came before Obama could have fully repaired the damage, he said, that Obama inherited just 4 years ago. And yet we saw the deficit hit $16 trillion earlier in the week. How can the Obama administration overcome the fact that he's doubled down on Bush's deficit?
Well, and you're exactly right. President Clinton, said that even he would not be able to write all of the debt that President Obama inherited from President Bush. Whenever President Bush left the administration, not only was our debt climbing, but we were losing 700,000 jobs a month towards the end of his administration. That's incredibly dire circumstances to walk into. But you know what? We have delivered on that. We have President Obama has delivered on jobs. We've got to continue to do that. We've got to bring good-paying jobs to the entire country, and that is what he's going to be focused on doing.
But the unemployment rate has ticked up above the 8% mark, which is what President Obama did not think it would ever get to that mark. What is your thoughts on that?
There's no doubt that we are, still among the worst recession that we've seen since the Great Depression because of the dangerous policies that the Bush administration left us with. That includes not only, a very large debt, but also, like I mentioned earlier, the job losses that we were facing under his administration. Those things can be righted, and we need to continue a program of progress with President Obama to see that happens. And that's exactly, what he's working to do.
All right, Candace, thank you very much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you guys. I hope you have a wonderful morning. It's a pleasure to be with you today.
Thank you very much. The same for you. Candace Martin with the State Democratic Party. KARN News Time, 8:19. We check your traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 9s. Kevin Miller from the Arkansas Traffic Network.